Hey guys and gals, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers everybody. Today we have the American Cream Ale from Brewer's Best. You remember a few weeks ago, we sat out here and brewed this kit up. Really easy to make, got 5 gallons out of it. This was the 5-gallon kit. I didn't measure gravity at the end, but original OG was supposed to be between 1049 and 1053, or between 5.25% ABV and 5.75% ABV. Okay, so it's at least 5%, and I've had a few already, and it drinks like a 5%er. Okay, before we start, let me show you this baby from the other side. Okay, so without further ado, cheers. Hope you're all doing well today. Staying safe, staying healthy. So delicious. So delicious. Oh my gosh. So it's been in the keg for what, 3-4 days now. It's still a little bit cloudy, but honestly I don't even judge home brews by that because they're all a little bit cloudy, or at least mine are. I don't find that affects the taste at all. This beer, it smells a little bit fruity, you know, those fruity esters that you'll get. What yeast? It was the Lallemand Nottingham yeast that I used for this. This says an ale version of the American lager style, which it's that. I mean, so mow your lawn, come in the garage, pour a pint or a mason jar or whatever you have of this, and boy, it'll quench your thirst big time. Clean, light, and simple to brew. Faint malt notes with a hint of corn-like presence, an easy drinker. Yeah, it's definitely that. Okay. So good, man. Like I said, some of that fruitiness on the nose. And then it drinks really clean. You get a little bit of that fruitiness in the finish, but not fruit as in you put fruit in your beer, but just the flavor that the yeast produces. It produced some fruity esters. Okay, maybe if I would have fermented this, you know, around 65 degrees, something like that, I don't know, it might have been a little less fruity. I know yeast, a lot of times if you produce, if you ferment in the higher part of the range, you get some of the fruity esters that come out in it. I did not use the fermentation chamber for this because I had another beer in it. I just put a bucket in the bathroom and it stayed around probably 70 degrees. It probably fluctuated from 68 to 72, so it probably hung out around 70. So I did get some of those fruity notes, but man, I wouldn't say I like fruity esters in my beers, but these don't detract from the overall experience. It's still nice and light and clean. And delicious. Oh my gosh. This is a good 94-degree garage drinker. I'll tell you that. Man, I love it. In fact, I'm gonna top it up a little bit. So I'm still having a little bit of an issue dialing in my keg. But when foam's coming over the side, especially on a hot day, that just makes me want to drink it even more. So no complaints here, you know, on that part. But I really would like to dial in my keg. You know, to have beer in a couple of days, they suggest Put your PSI around 25, you know, let it go 24, 48 hours, and then put it to where you want to serve it. Well, I've been doing that. It kind of just makes me want to put it on 12 PSI for, you know, a week and just wait it out, because, man, it's kind of a pain in the ass having to scrape foam off and pour it, especially like if you're pouring it for someone else and you want them to have a good experience and not have the head, you know, be about that big. So, whatever. It's great. I can deal with it. If it's anything like the cream ale that I made last, which I'm sure it will be, this head will dissipate over time. Not in a bad way. It won't become any less substantial. It just won't pour straight foam out of the keg. You know, once that pressure gets down to serving pressure, I have it on 9 right now, 9 PSI. So that ought to be good, you know, here in a couple weeks. The beer will just continue to get cold in there. It'll continue to refine itself over time. I fully expect this keg to get better the longer it lasts. I'll tell you this though, I don't expect it to last. I've probably poured about 4 pints off it already today, and I'm loving it. So cheers, guys. I hope you have beers at your house, your place of residence, that you're equally as excited about. Because if you're equally as excited about anything you have as I am this, you're pretty freaking pumped right now about the beer you've got. And that's the only way to do it, folks. Life is too short. Cheers. Clean. Light. So good. I definitely recommend this beer. You know, if you want to make up a little something for the summertime to, you know, either restock your keg with, or to put in bottles and share with your buddies, or put them all in your fridge, worth it. You know, when I buy a beer, I just want it to be clean. I want it to be fresh. I love dry beverages, okay? The finish is pretty dang dry. Not a lot of, I don't typically like malty beers, you know, obviously it's a light beer, it's a cream ale. There's not gonna be a lot of malt character to it, but it's just a good fresh summer drinker. And if you can get you a kit of this and, you know, make it in 3-4 hours on your stove and have 5 gallons of this, why wouldn't you do it? I love it. It's great. All right, so I'm gonna keep enjoying this beer. Another thing I want to talk about today is brew clubs. Okay, a lot of cities have brew clubs, you know, where you can go meet other people, learn about different styles of beer, share the beers that you've made and get some feedback on them, and also give other people feedback on the beers that they've made. Okay, typically, you know, and they're just hangout sessions, you know, a good excuse to get with your buddies and drink beer. But if you're in a rural area, or if your area doesn't have a brew club, or if you're just not into, you know, going and hanging around a bunch of people that you don't know, especially at first, there's online brew clubs, okay? My city has a brew club, but since a lot of the people I follow or subscribe to on YouTube are a part of Brewtubers, I decided to check it out. What Brewtubers is an online brew club, okay? So, this is Brewtubers. Online Brewers Club. The original OG. Okay. So, I didn't join an online club, you know, because I don't like to hang around people. I love to hang around people. But it just so happens that the first place I even heard of Homebrew Wednesday was through the Brewtubers community. Okay? So, if you're interested in that, check it out, brewtubers.com. All you have to do to join is register on the page. It doesn't cost anything. And when you click on the list of members, your name will be listed among the members just for registering on their website. Okay, that's all you have to do. And it's legit. It's recognized through the American Homebrewers Association. So when I joined the American Homebrewers Association, it asked if I was a part of a homebrew club. And if I was, then I could get a discount on my membership. I clicked a little drop down, I searched Brewtubers. Sure enough, there it is. I'm a part of Brewtubers. I got a discount on my yearly American Homebrewers Association membership. So, I mean, there's monetary rewards to it also, but it's also just fun to be a part of a community, to have access to a message board. And then what they say on the website is, how do you be a part of the community? Even if you don't post videos, just when you're having your morning coffee and watching your YouTube videos, getting spun up on the day, watch a Brewtuber, support your community. So I love that about it. I love the Brewtubers that I watch. SJ Poor, if you don't know him, check him out. There's others that are equally worth watching. The other thing I wanted to talk about today, man, I know, my head's swimming. There's so much going on now. I've got the Oktoberfest in the fermentation chamber in the fridge right now, under temperature control. It's still in primary fermentation. It's fermenting at 50 degrees, okay? It's got about another week and a half. Once it finishes primary, I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna rack it. Maybe I'll do a Homebrew Wednesday video next week where I rack the beer off, or in 2 weeks. And then I take it back into the fermentation chamber and slowly drop the temp 2 or 3 degrees per day until I get down to like, what was it, 35 degrees? And then we're lagering, okay? So we got that going on. I got 5 gallons of watermelon wine in the back bedroom. Never made wine before. I cut up some watermelons out here in the garage the other day. Started getting dizzy. It was like the hottest day of the summer so far. And I was just sweating over these things. Not in them, hopefully, maybe. And, straining them into the bucket. Pitched the yeast a couple days ago. That fermentation's going nicely. I'll have watermelon wine next summer, okay? I didn't do a video because I've never done watermelon or any wine before. I'm gonna try it next year, see how it turns out. And if it's worth a shit, I'll make a video and show you how I did it, okay? If any of you are interested in wine. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about. I got my stickers. Finally got stickers made. Okay. Full disclosure, stickers are freaking expensive. These aren't vinyl. The vinyl decal comes in that you can put on a car window or something. They're beautiful. I've gotten stickers from, some people I follow on Instagram before, and their stickers are beautiful. You could put them on a car. These are almost like a paper finish. You probably can't tell. Maybe you can. If you're holding it, you definitely could. So you definitely can't put it on a car, or I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust this to hold up in the weather. But if you just want to use it for to put it on a beer cooler, or your fermentation chamber, or a bucket, or a little shelf out here in the garage, sure, it's worth it. But man, like I was saying, stickers are expensive. These didn't cost me 50 bucks, something like that, to get 50 of them. And that's how you know, because if you want good stickers, 50 of them, vinyl, would be over $100 pretty easily. Okay, so I guess let's go ahead and put this on something. Can't see the line, can you, Russ? I know it exists because I tore one off and put it on my own cooler in the back. Let's just go ahead and slap that baby on. It looks okay. I mean, it's not great, like I said, for like a car or something like that, but if it's amongst a lot of other beer stickers, it's good. It's something to give away anyway. So if you subscribe to this channel and you want a sticker for free, email me at beerlifedeath@gmail.com right here on the screen, and send me your name and address and I'll send you a sticker. Okay? It's the least I can do. I appreciate your subscription, for supporting the channel, and you know, for watching me when I'm just sitting out here having a beer and talking about some nonsense. Okay? It's not always nonsense, you know. If you want to learn more about brewing, maybe you can find something around here that you can use. People say, well, that's just a kit. You don't hear that a lot. Most people respect the kits for a reason. Man, would I put this in a competition? No, because I didn't like create it or anything. I just boiled it up and followed some instructions. But I don't need a homebrew gold medal on every beer I make and drink. I just want to keep that keg full with good, fresh beer that I really enjoy drinking. And if it doesn't fit that description, like the last cream ale I made, the last coconut cream ale, I dumped over half of the keg because I was sick of it. I was sick of going to the keg every time thinking, you know, have these flavors mellowed out any? When I did the review of it, I said, you know, okay. I was still kind of trying to like it, and I didn't rant and rave over it. Like I don't remember saying it was a good beer. It was decent, but I have no room in my one keg for just a beer. This, on the other hand, yeah, I'm gonna be coming back and forth. I'm gonna be blazing a trail on this carpet, coming out here to the garage for a beer with this cream ale. And I think that's what it's really about. You know, if you can buy something better, then why freaking make it? You know, I could definitely buy something better than that last cream ale I made, so I'm just not gonna do that again. I do enjoy this, however. That's it, really. Email me if you want a sticker. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, @BeerLifeDeath. It's the same on Instagram and Twitter. I just love that we're all a part of the same community who loves, you know, appreciates and enjoys good beer. That's what this community is about. But beyond that, you know, it's about friendship. It's about stories, you know, and just drinking good beers together. And as long as we can't do that in person, you know, a lot of, I don't know if the bars are still closed in a lot of parts of the country. I live in Oklahoma, so the bars are definitely open. I haven't been getting out and about a whole lot, but I can't wait for the time when we can all, you know, gather en masse again and enjoy good beers, and we can have some good beers together. I'm looking forward to that. I guess that's about all I got for today. I'm probably gonna keep tapping that keg. Y'all keep tapping that thing you do, day in and day out. Enjoy your beer, enjoy your free time, and until next time, be safe. And we'll see you right back here next Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Peace, guys and gals.